Hey everybody, good morning. I chose the best spot and look like a cartoon character in this video, so this is exciting for me. Just having my morning coffee. I cannot shake this post-trip tiredness, but I wanted to make a video this morning on something that is so important to me, and that is how to be confident. Okay, because I feel like lots of the people that I talk to, this is one of the biggest issues that most people deal with. And actually, out of a lack of confidence comes all of those negative, like self-sabotage. Oh, hey, Jess. Like self-sabotage, negative feelings towards others, insecurities, which are never a good place to be, right? And that's where that comes out of a place of non-confidence. Hey, TJ, what's up? Okay, and Ray, nice girl, 2 mornings in a row, love that. Okay, so I wanted to make a quick video this morning about how to be more confident, because in my experience of all the people that I've worked with, which has been quite a few in the last year and a half, this is one of the biggest issues, okay? A ton of people deal with lack of confidence in their daily lives, and it doesn't matter what it has to do with, it's just the fact of having that lack of confidence that's the issue. So here's the thing. Confidence is like a muscle, okay? And just like your bicep, okay, if you want to build your bicep, you have to work it to exhaustion to build, okay? And so let me explain a little bit. When you build your bicep, you have to lift heavier and go longer so that the muscles tear a little bit so they can repair themselves a little bigger, and then tear and then repair themselves a little bigger, and that's how you build a muscle. Okay, so confidence is very similar. In order to attain or obtain confidence, you have to work that muscle by becoming uncomfortable in the things that you are insecure about over and over and over again, okay, those little tears, in order to build that muscle up to a point where you feel great about it. Think about this. You feel confident about things that you are good at, right? If you're great at sports, if you're great in social settings, if you're a talented writer or whatever it may be, if you're great at taking photos and editing them, okay? You're confident in those abilities that you have, right? Where you aren't confident, those are the things that you feel you're unworthy of or lacking or whatever. And those are the things that you need to pursue harder, right? So that you can build your confidence muscle around those things and stop feeling so insecure. So what doesn't matter what it's about. So say your fear is public speaking. What should you do? Go public speak, right? Sounds crazy, but it's gonna work. Do you think that I felt comfortable making live videos my first time around? No, I was shaking in my little booties. But I know that by making live videos as often as I have been, this is something that's helping me to build my confidence muscle. And I'm trying to impart value also, right? So win-win there. But this is something I'm doing for myself personally to build my confidence muscle, because I also deal with this. I have not always been confident. Definitely not. It is a muscle. Like I said, you have to work at it every day. You have to do the things that you're scared of in order to build that up, right? So whether that be public speaking, like I said, or posting on social media, or small talk. Some people are just scared of small talk, okay? Oh, nice. Hey, Brianne, Steph, Jill, what's up? Even like talking to strangers at the gym. I gotta talk about this really quickly. I know every single person watching this and every single person potentially watching this has been guilty of this at one time in their life at least. And how do I know that? Because I've been guilty of it at least one time in my life. Way more, but at least once. If you ever see somebody that you automatically are intimidated by, what's the very first thing you do? You try to think of something negative about them. You try to take them down a notch, try to find some fault or flaw or deficiency in them so that you can feel better about yourself and win or whatever. So you can say, oh, so-and-so is so pretty, but she has a shitty personality, or she's a liar or something. And you try and tear that person down. Why? Why do we do this? Like, why would you not just appreciate that person for their beauty, for their talent, for who they are in full, while appreciating yourself? Because you come from a place of insecurity. And so when you're in that place of insecurity, aka non-confidence, you try and attack that person, right? Not violently or physically, but you try and attack that person and attack their persona or their personality in some way, shape, or form that makes you feel better about yourself, right? So instead of doing that, the next time you catch yourself being intimidated by somebody because of whatever traits they have, or their beauty, or their talent, or whatever, next time you catch yourself like attacking that, instead direct that question internally and say, okay, What do I feel that I'm lacking, that I feel like I need to attack that person and find a flaw in them in order to win or make myself feel better? So really ask yourself that question. What do I feel like I'm lacking? And then whatever you feel like you're lacking, work on that. Go and work on that. And then also I would totally suggest going to talk to that person too. As soon as you find somebody in a room that intimidates you, go up and start a conversation with them. You might pee your pants out of fear, but it will make you so much stronger in the end, and it'll work that confidence muscle, right? What I'm trying to talk about. So feel grateful for that person. Feel grateful for yourself. I want to end this with a couple tips on, because I named the video How to Be More Confident, and that kind of was a little bit of a tangent, but it's true, because when we're in a place of non-confidence or insecurity, it's a dangerous slope, right? It's a slippery slope, and it's so easy to just fall into that trap. So instead of falling into that trap, really direct the question inwards and ask yourself, like, why am I feeling, like, what do I feel like I'm lacking that I need to work on in order to feel better about the situation? So I've got 3 things for you guys. How to be more confident, okay? Number 1. Oh, Jessica, I hate eye contact. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Yes, okay, eye contact is huge. You guys want to hear a tip about eye contact? Look right here, okay? Look right in the person's bridge of their nose, and you will be looking into their eyeballs. And if that's not weird enough for you, just look eyeball to eyeball, okay? But eye contact is massive, and especially in this society where we are glued to our phones all the time, and we're so cool with being behind a computer screen, right? People don't know how to interact properly anymore. So the next time you're in the grocery store in line, instead of defaulting and going and checking Facebook or Twitter or Snapchat, put your phone away. Okay, just stand, just be present. This is my point that I'm getting at right now. Engage in life. Like, be here now. Okay, put the damn phone away, unplug for a second, and maybe the person beside you in line is going to be your new BFF. Maybe the person beside you in line is going to have a job opportunity that you desperately need. Maybe the person in line knows your sisters, brothers, whatever, and you guys are going to see each other at the next family reunion and end up having a great relationship. You never know, okay? But unplug and engage in life. That's the number 1 thing. When you're engaging in life, I also am talking about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. So like I said about me doing the live videos, right? At first, I was really uncomfortable with them. So that tells me that it's important for me to keep doing them, because I know that nothing great ever came from comfort zones. I preach I preach it to my challengers and my coaches every single day. Like, get uncomfortable. You should do 1 thing a day that scares you. I don't mean like psychologically, like terrorizes you, but do 1 thing a day that scares you. If you're scared of small talk, when you're grocery shopping, I just pointed towards Sobeys, so I don't know why I did that. When you're grocery shopping, stop somebody and compliment them. Compliment them on their shoes or something that you like about their outfit. Go outside of your comfort zone and do these little things daily to build your confidence muscle. Okay, so that's number 1, engage in life. I'm so glad you brought that up, Jessica, about eye contact. If you want to talk more about like body posture, if you want to feel confident, you have to do things that confident people do. This is number 2. Okay, so engage in life, do things that confident people do. You don't just arrive at confidence. You don't just say, oh, I'll feel that way when I'm confident. Okay, you have to fake it until you make it. And that sounds nuts, but you honestly do. You have to fake it until you make it. You have to emulate what confident people do. Okay, shoulders back, make eye contact, smiling, and being sure of yourself. When you're so sure of yourself, there's no way that you can feel poorly or unworthy in any situation, okay? So engage in life, do what confident people do. 3rd one, this is really important. Be compassionate towards yourself. We are legitimately our own worst critics, okay? I am, you are, I know every single, Jessica, Erin, Allie, I know every single one of you, you're your own worst critic. And how do I know this? Because for years I dealt with self-loathing and self-doubt and feeling unworthy of whatever goodness in life, basically, because I didn't think that I was good enough. Okay, and this is something that I'm so passionate about. When you don't feel that you're good enough, you have a limiting belief set towards yourself and towards life, actually. Okay, so you have to get over that. You have to be so compassionate and gentle with yourself, because if you don't, like, the world can be mean, because hurt people usually hurt people, right? So when you're not compassionate towards yourself, you probably find yourself being more callous and being more judgmental or negative or cynical towards other people as well, because you're hurt, so you want to reach out and make sure that other people feel that way too. Does that make sense? So be compassionate towards yourself. In order to do so, face your fears every day, okay? So if you're feeling unworthy of you feel unworthy of love because you feel like you're not smart enough, or you're not pretty enough, or you're not successful enough, or you're not doing the job that you thought you would be doing, or you're not in the life position that you thought you'd be in by age 30 or whatever. Whatever it is, you gotta face those fears, okay? And you gotta be compassionate enough with yourself to say, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where I wanna go, but I'm okay with where I'm at right now, and I'm okay with this person while I'm working towards getting to the next step, okay? And finally, I want to talk about this. You got to get rid of self-limiting beliefs. This has to do with being compassionate with yourself, but there's no such thing as rejection. Do you believe me? There's no such thing as rejection, because if anybody rejects you, okay, they reject you, the only way they can reject you is if you can accept rejection of yourself. Does that make sense? So what other people think of you is actually none of your business. None whatsoever. I'll use myself as an example. When I started my Beachbody journey and I started posting about Beachbody and coaching and doing this weird alternative job that most people are like, what the hell are you doing? Like, how is it a viable career? I got a lot of people talking about it, like behind my back or whatever, or even to my face sometimes, which is kind of hurtful. But how you accept that or reject that is everything, okay? So it's how you relate to the issue that is the issue. If it would have been so easy for me to be like, oh, people think it's stupid, people think that I can't do this, they don't believe that I should, they think I should just get a teaching contract, maybe I should just get a teaching contract, I should never try, I should just not try, this is weird, and I don't know anybody else that does it, so I should just stop. Can you imagine? I cannot even imagine if I would have listened to all of the it's projected insecurities and fears and doubt from other people. If I would have listened to that and accepted that as my reality, I wouldn't be where I am today, okay? But instead, I listened to that and I said, no, what these people say has nothing to do with me, even though it's about me. What people think of me is none of my business, because I know who I am, what I'm doing, and where I'm going. And that, my friends, is confidence. But you have to work on it every single day. Okay, you have to work on that muscle, and you have to build it up, and you have to engage in life, and you have to be present, and make eye contact, and be vulnerable, and be you. And you have to be compassionate with yourself. Sorry, I'm just swatting at a fly, and you couldn't see it probably. You have to be compassionate with yourself. Get rid of your frickin' self-limiting beliefs, self-doubters. Yes, Jess, but of which we are the first, right? Who here, Kate, comment below if you have never self-doubted yourself. Oh, thank you, Mal. That's so nice. Yeah, but I mean it. I'm so passionate about this because I see it time and time again every single day when I'm talking to people, whether they're a coach or a client or a potential client. People are they have such self-limiting beliefs that they don't believe that they can do anything. They don't believe, oh, I don't know if I could do a workout program. Oh, I don't know if I could be a good mom. I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could coach. Whenever somebody tells me they don't think they could coach, I'm like, girl, you need coaching now because you need to work on those fears and you need to like dive head first into that so that you can realize that you're worthy, so that you can realize that you're wonderful and you can do it. You're capable. Anyways, now I'm getting into just rambling, but I really wanted to make this video because confidence is such an important thing, okay? It's so important to our daily lives, and when you are confident and you're sure of yourself, you're not out there hurting other people, okay? When you're confident in yourself and your abilities and you're okay and you believe that you are enough as you are while you're working towards what you want, that's a beautiful state to be in. And it's only when you're in that state that you're able to be your best self and become your best self, because you're okay and you're compassionate with you as you are. All right. If you guys enjoyed this video, please share it along to anybody that could benefit. I'd really appreciate it. I'm just trying to share self-love and positivity. Oh, Kayla, I love you too. I'm just trying to share self-love and positivity because I know, like, I dealt with this shit for so long that finally I'm in this, like, headspace where I just feel so good. Finally, okay? I'm, like, angelically white right now. This is weird. But I just feel so good. And I feel so just positive. I don't know if anybody in here, this is going to sound really woo to some of you, but I don't know if you know about vibrations. And so you have your physical body and you have your energy body. And your energy body is going to be vibrating. It's like when you walk into a room and you can just cut that tension with a knife. That's because all of those people are vibrating at this like low level of whatever it is, if it's like self-doubt, like we've just talked about, or if it's negativity or hatred or whatever, that's like a low level vibration, and you can really feel that. You could really cut that tension with a knife. But if I walk into a room, I can feel the energy if people are happy and light and airy and loving, right? You can feel that. So that's the energy. So what I'm trying to get at here is I'm trying to keep myself at this high frequency vibration of high energy and positivity all the time. And by fueling it every single day with positive affirmations and personal development reading and podcasts and audiobooks, that's where I've gotten to this point of feeling so confident in myself that I can make a bloody video about confidence. All right. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Maybe next time I'll choose different lighting because this is kind of odd. I don't have any facial features, but anyways, I love you all and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and again, share this with anybody that could benefit. See ya.